don't think I like that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in on April 1st, 2023 from the Hangout. Oh, really? Brian from Endless Summer to shoot him a link. Okay, I'll do this. Oh, dude. Dang, you're okay. I'm gonna tell you something. No, I'm not gonna say anything. Anyways, Buds and Hazards, welcome. Okie Grower. Man, you might have some good. I've been trying to get a hold of Brian. That is awesome. I'll put the link down here. I don't know how to. Maybe come. But I think Brian's been on my show. Oh my God, that would be good news. Thank you. And Genetic Memory Farms got some good news for me. I appreciate that. Actually, thank you. Unless it's some kind of mean April Fool's prank. I hope that's not the case. But thank you, John Smith. Welcome. Got a few people in here watching. But let's see here. I know a couple. Yeah, I know a couple of folks in the industry. Turns out, but that's very good news. I talked with my partner extensively about Brian this week. Maybe his ears were burning or something, but I think I have his number. I don't know. I probably do. I'll have to give him a call. But that is awesome. No, Brian put green bicycles on the map in Humboldt County. He was one of the first guys who managed some big stores. He actually worked for my partner. Actually, Brian's well connected in the industry, and my partner has super high regards for him. And if he is listening, I don't know. We might have I don't know. We're going to talk. I'd love to. We want to talk with you, Brian Prigmore. Thank you, Okie Grower. You're so supportive. I feel a little better all of a sudden. Thank you so much. Which yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Run Boy is watching, but there's another friend I wanted to speak of. I've talked on and off again about Farmer's Bounty, which is going to be more of a domestic product that's going to be based around sustainable domestic products instead of importing anything. And cheaper for everybody, cheap for us, cheap for you. And we're going to really try to tackle the home garden market as well as the cannabis market. And got some insight on what's going on in the industry. It's pretty brutal. So anyways, yeah, so we're going to readdress the Farmer's Bounty formula, and he's going to be the driver behind this. I'll probably test it, and maybe you guys can help test it too if you're interested. We'd love to, because we'll have a few different versions that we will want to test out, and kind of what I did with Subcool and his mix. I want to do that again with the Farmer's Bounty. And if you have some pet ingredients that you might want to have in there, it's still kind of an open palette. But again, we're looking for domestic and quality domestic is what we're looking for. Awesome, Okie Grower. You're the first one to sign up, sir. And I tell you what I'll do. Well, I don't know. I don't have enough money. But what I like to do, and I'm not going to promise, but if you are a tester, I'm going to get some Green Bicycle tester shirts, and you can be part of the process. You're not going to get any part of the company, but you can be part of the process of help testing it. That's for sure. Maybe we'll get some perks for that. But that's kind of exciting. It's something I wanted to do for years, but again, he's the buyer, and he's kind of the genius. So brains behind the operation. So he kind of likes the idea. He said we should readdress it. He liked the name, except there's I went to look to patent the name Farmer's Bounty, and there's a dog food or pet food company that patented it. So I'm not trademark the name. Maybe someone out there who knows anything a little bit about trademarks if that could be used for another product, because it's not pet food. It's going to be plant food, I guess. Anyways, maybe someone knows. Hey, Daniel Jackson. Granddaddy Purple. That used to be one of the old standards back in the day. I am going to have 2 moms of Blue Dream, and one I have is Grandpa's Stash. I have that in possession, and that will be put out as a nice cloner. So we're going to take some clones on that, and I'll definitely, if you want some, we'll figure out a way to get you one. That's what I think too. But again, it's kind of hard to market them. What do home growers do? You know, they go to Home Depot or Walmart or Tractor Supply, or that's what we need to do, is figure out. And we're going to look at that, maybe getting in one of those. I don't know. It's a catch-22, but if we want to keep, and the good news is our lights are okay. The lights are going to be on. We trim the overhead down to as little as possible, which is still, it's still $500-600 a month, believe it or not, to run a corporation. Is without, it's just the fees, the licenses, the taxes, the bookkeepers, the CPAs, all of that. It's about oh, Buds, are you going to? I like that, Buds. I like that. You're not going to go kind of. Can I do it? Brewing, yes, it does. Brewing is a whole. It takes your gardening skills to a complete another level. Compost teas, that's a fact. Buds and hazards, of course, you're going to be in. But yeah, I think and that's hopefully that's in the works. We'll see. Oh, we got Brandon. Let's bring up Brandon. I think he waited too long last time. But how you doing, old man? Young
Hello.
man. How you been?
I'm doing all right. Just got out of the hospital.
What?
Yeah.
You want to talk? Is it too personal to talk about?
Just issues, you know. Getting older sucks.
No, you don't know who you're talking to.
But this is that Blue Dream.
Oh wow, that's getting ready to pick, man.
Yep. This is the one.
Yeah.
All the way from you guys. So
are you feeling like you like it a little bit?
oh, she's stinking the whole house up. She's beautiful. She
okay,
is
good.
Quite beautiful. But
like
it came out different. This one is another clone motivated. Or Sips actually gave me these clones. So yeah, Sips and Puffs. Puffs and Sips. Sips. I forget how it goes on here.
Sips and Puffs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll extend, any of my viewers will get to sale the March show. Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to be buying more soon too.
Well, you'll get a good sale.
Oh yeah. I appreciate you.
No, you're one of my
but like these buds are so big. But I've added extra lighting. Supplemental.
What, some UV up there? That bar in the middle?
I added, yep. I have UV, 2 UV bars, and then another UV bar, and then that the other one is what is the other one? It's what's the other? It's not far red, but
infrared.
Infrared. That's what it is. So I added infrared. I want to add 2 far red bars. So then I'm going to be hitting all of the spectrums.
Okay.
So it seems to.
Oh. Did you hear about that new LED breakthrough that they came out with last week? It's huge.
What is it?
The new bar that they have? Really?
Huh. I'm going to have to check it out.
Oh my God. It's full spectrum. They're only like $30 and they put out 400 watts of power. There was a huge
way.
Seriously. Oh, it's changing the industry.
That's crazy.
No, it's
And
got
then this one's
they got it to match the sun exactly. That's what they did.
wow.
They took the spectrum of the sun, and they went a little into the UV and a little in the deep in the IR, and it's one bar and it's like $30.
Man, I have a lot more into my lights than that.
No, actually, I'm an asshole. That's an April Fool's joke.
Oh.
I had to come up with something. That's the best I could do. But
Oh,
there
it
it
is
goes.
April 1st.
It's,
Ah.
it's April Fool's. Yeah,
Oh.
not yet. Anyways, they don't have that yet. But
Ah, good one.
I had to come up with that's the best. That's the best I could do. That's the best I could do. And I thought of it just now as you're showing that bar. So
Oh yeah.
I'm the best I got.
Well, I don't have all night tonight. I just got on real quick to show you guys. I wanted to make sure you seen her before I get the chop going on.
No, thank you.
She's gonna be getting chopped soon.
I want to get that's one plant back there.
There's that all the yellow, so all of that is one. So
and that's in what kind of containers out in again?
15-gallon living soil. The base soil is roots. Oh no, it's builder soil. This one's builder soil. And oh yeah, look at all my wormies. Like I said, I always got handfuls of worms.
Oh, I love it.
So
are those red wigglers?
red wigglers, I bought one pack from Walmart a long time ago, and I just keep spreading them around my pots, and they love life.
You're doing some good stuff there. I like it.
Well, it's your nutrients. It's the green bicycle.
Yeah, it's part of it. I'd like to think, but no, you do some interesting. What is that? A 3x3 or a 4x4?
It's a 4x4.
You're doing very good. I think
it's a big plant.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a nice producer, and it's real kind of a mellow, subtle, but it's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, we'll find out because I also got a press now, so I'll be making some rosin.
Yeah, yes. Boats. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thanks for coming on, and I hope you're feeling better.
We need to get I'm feeling a lot better. Just those antibiotics aren't the best or the easiest. So. Yeah.
Well, you're back again. I'm glad you're tuning in still.
Well, I'll be on the full time next week. I look forward to it.
Okay, good. Good. I should be back.
Awesome. Well, everyone have a good evening, and see you guys next week. Later.
Later, Brandon. So that's one thing I followed through is I talked a big talk about this Blue Dream, and I had this real old cut, and it's really good, and you should get it and you should try it. And lo and behold, there are people harvesting it. I kept my thing. No, it's not the end of the show. In fact, Rumbo, I don't know if you heard my announcement earlier, but we are back with Farmer's Bounty on the table, and my partner's working on it, and he says he's going to have some variations next week. And if you have any pet products, I could throw some ideas out there. I want to give him some ideas, but anyways, we're working on a new product that's going to be more sustainable and cheaper. Right? Even though I do believe Ocean Bounty is still a bargain. I was talking to my partner, there's no fillers, there's no garbage in it. It's all high quality stuff. And anyways, I'm going to be needing once we get some different variations. If we do, we're going to do some test runs, hopefully in the very near future, so we can get it. Hopefully we can get going on this in the next week or so. Hopefully next week I can sign up for testing is what I would like to have. Yeah, you can. Like I said earlier, I have 2 that I'm going to put outside for mom plants, and then I'll be able to cut some real nice, healthy clones here in a month or 2. They'll be really good. I could do some little weaker clones now there, but I love when you got these sun plants in like July, first week in July. You can make some nice clones. My goodness. That's a fact. Anyways, so that's real good news about it. I've heard from Brian. Yeah, I'll still do my sale. In fact, I need to advertise that a little bit more. Maybe I need to make a new poster for Instagram and such. But yeah, I need to I need to sell some stuff, guys. Where are you located? I know I should know this, Genetic Memory Farms, but definitely I'll pass on this information. I'm not sure what if that's a good. I don't know. Might be very good. I'd rather have the bean itself. That's going to have a lot more nutrition, I would think. I guess yeah, but well, we redefined what bicycles are. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Oh, good. Thank you, John Smith. Yeah, actually, Ocean Forest works well. I know it's a very hot soil, but the way it works is is works well together. It's okay. Chicago. Let me I'll ask my partner if he's interested in that. It's about shipping though. That's the whole thing. It's all about shipping. It's all about shipping and density. It's interesting. But what else were we talking about? What's going? You got any questions out there? Any I've got the good news. That was Okie Grower gave me some real good news. So you talked to Brian, did you? Good. He's a good guy. Gosh, I'm glad. I need some help. Good. Good. I'm feeling it. You know what? Believe it or not, I know what a week or so ago I came on. I was kind of pessimistic, which I have a good reason to be pessimistic. I do, but I'm feeling a little more hopeful. Starting to get some online orders coming in. The weather still real wet on the West Coast, but I don't know. I don't know. We're going to make it for a minute. No, Brian's a good guy. He is. Yes, he is. Got my Vets Grow little jacket on tonight, representing the vets and the growers. So, anyhow, what's going on here? What else? I'm a little boring. Let me drop the link again, and because you guys do my content, I'm amazed that you even would like watch this. But hey, am I going to question it too much? I'm not going to question it too much. Oh, my geese are yet talking to me. I don't know if you can hear them. Oh, let's look. He's not stepping on my toes. Come on now. You trying to cause drama? Should I do a drama channel? I know I could get more viewers if I let my inner if I have my inner asshole out. If I just let it out and just be myself, be the normal asshole that I want to be. You know, the authentic asshole. I don't know. I think maybe it would be worse. I don't know. But yes, I am. I do my best to cover up my assholeness. Sometimes I can't. Maybe I ought to be an asshole. In my family, there's one of my aunts. I have a lot of old. It is good because most all my relatives die old. I mean, they haven't died yet. They're real old. In fact, my aunt has a 90th birthday. I'm going to say happy birthday to my Aunt Khaki. I think they're down in Palm Springs today or something, but she got 10 kids, big family, tons of grandkids. I don't even know all her grandkids, but 90 years old, and she's still kicking, doing very well. Well, as good as you can, I guess. But Anyways, yes, in fact, you've missed the show. You might have to rewind, Rum Boy. But yes, I'm going to probably get a few versions of it. Hopefully, reels. We got to get this testing going for the spring this year. And yeah, and actually, there's some technology we want to use. Is again, I guess one of the main things is I'll just get into it. Let's just get into the nuts and bolts of the situation. Is when you look at when you make a product, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of factors, right? Back guano has been a mainstay in the cannabis industry since the beginning. It was one of the earth juice. That's what it basically was liquid back guano and a few other things, I guess. But back guano has been a big part of the cannabis industry, and there's some folklore to it. Works well, but environmentally, it's not the best thing, and you got to ship it here. Very few. I don't know if we get any domestic back guano. I don't know if we do or not, but I don't think we do. It comes from the archipelagos, I believe, and there's a lot of, and bats are real important, and we're messing up their environments, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But anyway, what's more, guanos are good. Guanos, you want a good guano, and we can get organic chicken guano composted. And what's interesting is we can get it. The technology I was talking about, we can get it in different size proportions. Like some of it's more like pellets, and some of it's, I don't know if you, with chickens, if you buy chicken feed, you can get it in pellet or crumble form, or we could even mill it down even farther. So I think he come across a real good source, and so I was, we're thinking, do we want to use the more granular or the pellets? And I'm thinking that we use both. That Dr. Earth. Yeah, I wonder how much that costs. But anyways, Rum Boy, we're going to be going with probably something chicken guano based, because that's kind of the basis of the fertilizer, believe it or not, is a good guano, and then go from there. And I don't think we'll have neem meal in it. Neem's a son of a gun. It's from India. It's a bitch to get. It's expensive to ship. It's not cheap at all. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it works. But anyways, that's the case. So it's going to be a organic chicken guano base, which is a lot cheaper, significantly cheaper. And if it works very similar, which in the past we found it has, there you go. Yeah, and actually, here, thank you for this one, Run Boy. The product's going to be, we're going to have it CDF, we're going to have it organic certified. It's going to have that on the label. We're going to have that. So yes, it will be organically certified back guano. Yes, that's part of the deal, because that seems to be real important, and I can understand why. But yes, that was part of the discussion, that this new product would be certified organic. Bam! Because that's a nice label to have. Then we're trying to get into a box store. Cottonseed is another one that's See, I think Run Boy talking about. See, I think a really important ingredient is a seed meal of some kind, because seeds have so much. There's some really interesting enzymes and nutrition in a seed. There's a lot of nutrition in a seed. It can sustain life. A single seed can sustain life by itself. So there's a ton of nutrition in seeds. But what seed meal do you pick? That's a tricky one. Cottonseed, it's got typically pesticide issues. Soybean, that's a seed, has GMO issues. So it's I would love to get hemp seed. I would love to have some hemp seed in there somewhere, if we can get a hold of that, if that's out there. But no, seeds are interesting. They're an interesting topic, but I do think it's important to have a seed meal in there of some kind. Espumas, okay. Yes, I'm not sure what that's to, but yeah, we're going. Hopefully, that's to the organic certification. Yeah, we're going. And what's hard about why I can't do it Ocean Bounty and all that is there's just too many ingredients, and you have to have paperwork from the farm to the handler to the trucking company to the distributor. All that has to be like certified that it hasn't been contaminated in any way. Not easy to do, but we're going to. But anyways, I rambled on a little bit. Probably, yeah. So and those are all things you know, and that's another thing. People can say, "Oh, I want this in there," but I'm not going to pay for it. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's okay, good. Yeah, that's what we're going to go for. Even though our products now are fully natural, fully organic, I can't say it because there's a bureaucratic process. And not only that, you can have things that are not organic and they can get that certification. That is a fact. Let's see what you got to say. No, malted barley. But that's not, there's a lot of work to get malted barley, but no malted things. Well, barley's a seed, so it's any malted seed I think is good, where you stop the process. You halt the process after a couple days of germination. That's how I think it works. But no, I think malted barley, yeah, any kind of seed meal is what it's all about. Yeah, we're definitely going to fishbone is my phosphorus go-to. So it's going to have fishbone meal in it. It's going to alfalfas. I love alfalfa. There's a lot of good chemicals in alfalfa, some natural and kelp too. So the kelp thing, I know there's this huge kelp mass that's coming into Florida or in that Gulf, I think, Gulf of Mexico, somewhere around there. Just a monster plume of kelp. And I wonder if kelp prices will come down. I'm definitely a big fan of some alfalfa. We love me some alfalfa. Yes. Fish, I don't know. We might leave fish out. I don't know. I have fish now, but we'll see. Fish is not cheap. Fish meal is very expensive, actually. Let's see. I know, but fish meals, like I said, is not a real cheap ingredient, and I'm not. So I don't know. Let's see here. Also, is that the stuff that's coming in on the East Coast? Is that what's out there? I just heard it. I just caught a couple little stories about that. My goodness, I've gone here about a half hour and I haven't said anything. Got some good news. Man, that's going to be good news to talk with Brian Prigmore. That guy used to just call me, and when the phone would ring, it would be, yeah, man, I need 10,000 pounds. I need 15,000 pounds. I need 20,000 pounds. I need them. Yeah, I need 30 barrels. I need 50 barrels. I need 60 barrels. That was 250 pounds. He loved the barrels. We used to go through a lot of barrels with him. Oh, because he knew it was a good product, and he was a manager of a store that back in the glory days. Those were the glory days. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Paperwork. Oh. What else is new? Any questions? Should we do a short show tonight? Let you get onto your April Fool's festivities. I don't know. Oh, well, I'm going to put that on there. I don't know what that. Yeah. I don't know, man. I would love you to explain that, how they're going to come. I hope they come. Well, life is good. Life is bad. That's what happens. Does anybody not experience that? Is there exception to that rule where life kind of oscillates between good things and bad things? And overall, hopefully, like me, it's overall good. I know for sure sometimes it's overall bad. I guess that's the luck of the draw, whatever. Fate sucks. But do you want to do a seed giveaway? Is it random? Do you want to do a seed giveaway? How about this random? How about this, buddy boy? How about this random? I'll do a seed giveaway. Absolutely, but it's going to be random seeds. How about that? I'm going to give you some. I'll do a random seed giveaway. You don't know what you're going to get. How about that? I'll do that. I can do that. Let's do a random seed giveaway. How about that? Random. Forbidden. Hey, is that you? Is that really you? This guy was one of my first guests.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. How you doing, sir?
Not bad, not bad. You know, been a minute. I've been on my little retired sabbatical scale, but got my little head stash going back again. I've retired from the commercial world, but you know, how do
Yeah.
I flip my camera around?
What part of the world are you in?
I'm in San Francisco right now.
You get around.
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you've been
Anyways,
home?
yeah,
Oh, some babies.
yeah, some babies. These are a four-way cross of Highland Thai to Sri Lanka to I want to say Awaka and Afghanistan. It's
So
the TO back cross that I got from a cool friend. Yeah, nice little 1980s cultivar, you know, from back in the OG days.
So is it kind of a land race looking stuff?
Yeah, it's from your generation, bro. It's from a guy from your time, not mine. Like, ain't nobody in my age bracket having cool ass shit like that on deck. They just have like what they got handed down. They ain't got the real replicas, the real footprints. But nah, this was an old timer. You might know him, clocking this coot.
Oh, he's a legend. He's been on my show. He's actually he's one of the bright lights in our community.
He's evidently like an organist new terrorist, from what everybody's fucking told me, bro. And I laugh because I go like, well, he hasn't said anything about you or my family's nutrient company's bad. So I feel like, yo, we're still in the good standing, dude. Fighting the good fight. Good for us.
No, he's been on my show, but yeah, he does some interesting stuff. So I have nothing but props for cat. So that's where you got those seeds from. So you got it.
Yeah, no, he's a very nice dude, man. No, very generous dude, very, very sweet guy. He's like you, dude. Little eccentric, but like fucking hell, man. Nah, he's good people, dude. Really good people, smart guy. You know, everybody's got their whatever toots their hone and blows their hair back. You know what I mean? Like we all got our jazz, but
we do. Yeah. Yes, I try to hide mine most of the time, but anyway. I don't know if you remember, John. You were like one of my first guests. Well, how long ago was that?
Fuck, that was back in shit. That's been a few years, man. Like
that's when I started my show, and the John.
I remember going into your classes in high school, dude. Just baked this shit, like tripping balls on mushrooms, man. On that for my first little times finding the essence in life, dude. And yeah, no, we have quite the history, man. Yeah, I remember learning about you taking down the cup and killing old fucking infamous man himself, fucking TGA Subcool. I was in Afghanistan when you did that, bro. I was getting emails dropped to me in the middle of combat zones going like, what the fuck, bro? Hell yeah, dude. You know?
I don't know if I could bring a smile to a combat zone, but I hope it made me.
Oh yeah, no, dude. You had me going like, yo, this is where I come from, dude. Because I served in the South with a bunch of like like they were a whole different world. Like they saw like what was going on in California, and I was like, yeah, that was my neighbor in high school math teacher, bro. People were like, what kind of school did you go to? And I was like, the cool kind, bro. Like, because I didn't grow up like you.
You know what I remember about you is, well, for those of it's not clear, John used to be one of my students when I taught high school. But I remember you. You remember? You remember this? I hope you do. It's like you said, did you work in the ghetto? So the way you pronounce it, I teased you a lot. See, I'm from the ghetto.
Yeah, man.
You remember that?
Yeah, because dude, like the first thing out of class when you introduced yourself, you said like, I taught in East LA, and I was like, oh, you must be from the ghetto.
Yeah, actually, I came from it was Sacramento, but yeah, I taught at a pretty tough school when I first started. That but yeah. Anyways, no, that was a long
Sacktown.
time ago.
Where at
What
Sacktown were you? 'Cause that's actually where I got recruited from in the Marines, man. I got recruited out of the Fairbanks office.
I mean, I was in Del Paso Heights.
Okay. Yeah, I know about where that's at. Yeah, man. I was living out there. I lived in Sacramento for a little bit over there on 22nd and L Street, but then I was out in old, what is that? Fucking Coloma? Yeah, Coloma, California.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Sacramento. I don't like the way it's laid out. It's just not a big.
No, Sacramento itself, if you want to live on the inner metropolitan area, yeah, that sucks.
A lot of the
But
traffic.
if you hit out like Folsom, greater area out there to like Coloma, Placerville, El Dorado Heights, Auburn, all those areas right there. Now that's cool. That's chill.
I lived in Auburn for a year or two when I first got out.
Yeah, Auburn is cool, bro. That's it's like a little Eugene, Oregon, kind of like when you think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I worked at a laser company there for a while. But anyways, yeah, so things are going okay. When's the last time you've been up and met? And yeah, you want to give your family's business a little prop here?
Oh yeah, man. No, dude. Eco Nutrients has been killing it, dude. Like they stay loyal to their productivity and their functionality, and you know, and like, they don't church themselves up. They don't try to provide anything more than what they truly can. And in all honesty, dude, I don't really need to give them anything more than like, dude, the product stands for itself, dude. It's made a wake and it's made a name, and dude, there's nothing I could say that could make it any better than what it really is, dude. It truly is just, you know, if you're in the know, and you understand what kind of products they are, like, yeah, you get what they're worth, you know.
No, that's another coincidence. Yeah, John, his family has a nutrient company in Crescent City, and there's one more nutrient company. I think it branched off of yours. The similar products.
They're mids. They're mids. They could try to be like us, but it's mids, man. They're pulling their shit from Rapid Rooters and those guys, man. Like, yeah, that's.
So do you have?
I'm not gonna argue the semantics of like derivatives, but yeah. Yeah.
So you're involved with mostly it's liquid kelp and liquid fish.
Liquid kelp, liquid fish, but they also like have a liquid fish bone. You got the dried fish bones, and everything is all pure, organically done, like 100% federally and state regulated and met by all like laws and standards. But at the same sense, though, like they also do seasonally shrimp and crab meals as well, because that's not something you can do year round. Obviously, you know, like. There's regulations, there's things you got to like let the biolife replenish itself and stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah, when you can get those things though, like, yeah, man, like it kills it. But I do know like there's a lot of arguments too on like, yo, well, where is your kelp derived from? Da, 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 da. Well, and I'll be the one to tell you like kelp is kelp. Every last one of them are going to provide an immense amount of like awesomeness to your garden. But like the geographics really just come down to like, what certain type of derivative are you looking for a height and more peak in, bro? Like there's, I mean, but as far as they all go, they're pretty much the same, you know, as far as I've come to understand.
Good. So you're it's eco nutrients, run boy.
Yes, sir.
They're based off Elk Valley now, right? Hambros.
Yeah, they're at Hambros. Yeah, that was their initial, I think, starting sister company and stuff like that. The creation in the 1980s. I want to say 84 or something like that is like when the company was created.
Yeah, they've been around a minute. Yeah, they were early pioneers in the game.
Yeah, no, I remember like working out at Hambros Mill, like, dude, after graduating high school and shit like that, man, and. Dude, they sent me out to that goddamn fucking fish plant to do something. I can't remember or recall, but I swear, dude, I put on a face mask, bro, the whole nines, dude. And when you walked into that motherfucker, it was like death hit you on some other spectrum that there was no coming back from, bro. Like, no carbon filter can block that out, dude. There is just some foul smell that came from that. But I'm so stoked that like my family cleaned that up because dude, that stuff was being done in like a crazy, I don't know, man. Like it was like it wasn't cool, bro. Like organic is organic and science is science. I get that though, but there's cleaner ways to do some things, man. Like yeah, way more control. I'm so stoked that people figure that out because that's a rough job, man. Like, man, they go, dude, you just walking into that plant, you come out like your shoes have enough smell on them that like you smell like you were just slaughtering fish all day, bro. It's pretty rough.
No, yeah, they can. That's pretty. Actually, I watched this. I'm going to do a little tangent real quick since you said it.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting organic chemists on YouTube that do some
Yeah.
crazy stuff. One guy's called Nile Red, but he doesn't have a really good sense of smell, but there's like the stinkiest compounds known to man he makes, and like military does it because literally some of this stuff it cause people to vomit 3/4 of a mile away from just smelling it. 3/4 of a mile away you get
I don't
vomit.
doubt it, man.
And that stuff's out there. Yeah, there's some smells out there that will just ruin your
I feel like you got to be smell deaf to some stuff, man. Like men, it's not uncommon that we're sensory deafened or like colorblind. So I mean, like, yo, you have to be to survive some of these jobs, bro. Because like, if you're sensitive to smell like me, dude, there's even certain cultivars I can't cultivate anymore, dude. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, it just causes too much nausea and like discomfort, man. Like, anytime I deal with like cat piss or any of those types of strains or AK-47s or any of those with those real high ammonium nitrates, yo, dude, that shit just fucking reeks, bro. Like, I don't want it in my garden. I don't care how many fruit strains I put in on top of it, dude. That shit just dominates the corner, bro. I don't want to put up with it. Okay. It's great smoke if you want to grow it, but you know what I mean? I'll trade you ounces.
I'm not a fan of that. Actually, I popped seeds today from the people that sent me seeds. So I'm gonna.
Nice. What'd you pop?
Some Mantuska lime, Mantuska strawberry. I'd have to get my list. Yeah, but just
oh yeah. Where'd these come from?
Some from my viewers, actually. South Bay Genetics. I did one, and I did another one.
Oh yeah. Nice. From South Bay Genetics. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard some news about that guy.
Yeah, he's up here. He's on here quite a bit.
Oh, I bet he is.
No, we've been hanging in there. Actually, my business, I don't like saying is I'll say it because I try to be honest. When it's good. Last year was bad, and this year is worse.
What's that?
It's just like even my partner who owns Humboldt Nutrients, right? They're not a joke.
Well, no. Okay, so no. Okay, I'm gonna be the first one, and I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. And I'm not gonna like plagiarize no bullshit, dude. You know me for years. Fuck these other nutrient companies, dude. That's why some of these companies have held in, and they don't need to advertise and do the things that they do. Is because you're not selling a bottle or a bag of bullshit. I look at so many nutrient companies and so many like. Why is it that cannabis is so special that you assholes just try to like put so many false lies on a bottle to just plagiarize like overrated bullshit that like, I don't know, man. There just comes a point. Where does efficacy ever play a point in this though? Like, cause there's gotta come a point where you got like sleep at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And you go like, well, I was doing it for all these things of marijuana for the greatness and that. And then like, I mean, is there no point where you look at yourself and go like, well, I was just a fraud. I was just a dude who was just out there to get money. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
No, they're out there.
And blood money is just disgusting to me. It's just, I don't know.
No, that really showed its head once recreational came through.
You fuck really, dude.
You started seeing the beat that come out. Someone asked you, you bottle for Peaceful Valley Farms? Oops, I lost you. Well, that was interesting for a minute. Let's see if we can get back John again. But anyways, he's an interesting character. Yeah, that's how old I am. Because I taught that young man in high school. There we go. We got you back.
I don't know what happened here either.
I don't know what happened either. Do you know if they Peaceful Valley Farms Farm Supply? Do you bottle for them?
I can't speak on any of the processes of my family's company and stuff like that. I have nothing to do with their business and stuff like that. I stay away from it all. Yeah, no. He runs his business, he does his thing, and I do mine. You know what I mean? I just love supporting them because I think that what they're doing and carrying on is just it's a good thing. It's a nice legacy, man. It's something that's honorable. And yeah, like they they don't try to sell bullshit. So that's like kind of
That's
they
I'm
don't,
trying.
I don't see them spending no money on marketing or trying to overgloat themselves and stuff like that. No, they stay very, very humble and they're very honest about what they do. And they have a very honest business. And, I respect that. And, you know, they're nutrient makers. I'm a farmer. I like to grow weed. I like to cultivate, man. I'm an herbalist. I'm a florist. You know what I mean? So,
Maybe you know
we
what?
stare our packs.
I think it's your uncle, right? It's
Who?
your uncle who runs the place.
My brother Scott is the one who I know runs the place, and then Robert Mathis handles, I want to say, distribution and stuff like that, and like a lot of the paperwork and legality type of side of stuff like that. He's like admin, if you will. And
I'd like
then
to have a
my
conversation.
nephew Tanner just replaced my father, who was head of sales, so he's doing sales now.
Okay,
Um,
that's who
yeah.
came to my show was your father, who came to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
service center.
My dad was running sales and distribution but he was just handling like like him and Robert Mathis were basically like partners on that whole thing of like that side of the company, from what I understand. Yeah.
I would
It's a group effort.
definitely.
It's a partnership of like 4 or 5 guys in there, and they all basically, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they handle their shit. They all stay their lane and they all got the niche.
Do you think your brother would want to come on my show and talk about eco nutrients?
My brother is, I don't know, he might. I can't speak,
I would
but
love
I
to
would
ask.
say it would utterly surprise me, and I would be very proud and kind of like, honored that if he would. But I just know him throughout my lifetime of being a very humble dude who's just like, I don't want, he doesn't even get like in family photos, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Well, I would definitely.
total,
I would like to talk to him regardless, because honestly, like I said,
yeah,
we're struggling a little bit. I would like to
yeah.
figure out some, any advice, or if they want to maybe grow, maybe they want
Oh
to
yeah,
afford
no, no.
another
Out of all
person.
the people in my life who I've ever come into contact with, I'll be dead ass honest, dude. Like when it comes down to like moraling and principling off of like what I would project myself to be in hopes of life. Nah, dude, my brother's like a model citizen on that aspect. When it comes to company presentation, just professionalism, family upfrontness, just being a good dude and a man. Like, no. The dude's very knowledgeable. The dude's very intelligent. The guy's ran an amazing business and family, and yeah,
So,
no, nobody's perfect, but you know what? Like, if you were to make an example of like what striving to be, that would be, nah, dude. Like, the guy's a good dude. Like, you know what I mean? And that he's a guy who's definitely underrated himself because he's extremely humble and he's never sought out media or any of those things. He's just kind of like,
well, you know what?
yeah.
If he came on my show, he's still going to be pretty humble. There's nothing.
No, I know he would be. I
Is he
know he
older
would
than
be. But
you?
I think that if you could con him into doing it, though, like, dude, I think that would benefit him in his organization drastically because that dude has a lot to offer, man. Like, totally. Like,
Uh,
and, putting himself out there is what I feel like would be the next step for him and them because they've really stayed off in the backgrounds of everything in the agricultural scene, the entire existence of the company. And if they've made it that far doing that, like just imagine like taking that next step and what that could present to you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of opportunity.
is your brother older or younger than you?
Oh, he's way up there, bro. Yeah, yeah. He fucking pretty much brought me up, dude. That guy fucking took me out to kill my first fucking goddamn deer. Made me drag it the fuck up Red Mountain and go to school with bloody deer clothes, like and get my ass chewed by my mom, bro. Yeah, yeah. I love him. I mean, I got in a lot of mischief with him, but I also like, like it was good mischief though. You know what I mean? Like shit. Yeah, he's good people. Yeah,
Reach out for
good
him
people.
for me. Ask him if he would do it for me.
Yeah,
I would love to talk to. Actually, even just to talk with him on the phone or talk to him on the show, especially.
yeah. And
Just
he's a huge community guy, man. Like that dude's been teaching like, anything from football to sports, all that kind of shit. He's super driven with community and everything like that, man. Like yeah, he's a very involved guy. Very good dude.
good, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Well, is Robbie your cousin?
Robbie's my nephew.
He's your nephew. He's
Yeah, him and
that's
Andrew
his
are my
kid?
nephew. Yeah, Robbie's my oldest nephew. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I had him also. He was a good
yeah,
kid.
that's Scott's oldest son.
Okay. Does he
Yep.
work there?
No. From what I believe, he's actually happily married up in, I want to say, Grants Pass metro area. Yeah, got out of the army and came back, got a job, and he's married, doing his thing, having a good life. Yeah,
Well, good. Good.
yeah.
He was another good kid.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You actually got to know the whole fam. It's kind of funny.
I know a few of them, yeah. It's a
Yeah,
small town. We live in a small town.
that we do.
Man,
Yeah.
it's a neat town. Small town with a bunch of tourists.
Oh, bro, dude, the gapers don't ever end.
Oh. So when are you going to be up here next? You're like, what, 7 hours away?
Uh, well, it depends on time of year and traffic. If you want to talk about really, yes, it's about 7, 8 hour drive. What is
Yes.
possible to make it in? That's a whole nother topic of conversation. But yeah, I don't like to drive that fast no more. That's
No,
expensive.
that's a young man's game, a young person's
It's
game.
expensive, is what that shit is. I
It's
don't care how
very,
old you are. That's just expensive.
it's very expensive, and I know that one. I know that expense. I know all about it.
Yeah, you can only talk yourself out of so many tickets before they just go like, "Yo, bro, like what the fuck."
No, when
Yeah.
I grew up with a bunch of cousins that are about my age, and when we came to driving age, we had family in Chico, California, and San Bernardino. So every time it was trying to get faster and faster. It was like insane towards the end. It was like we can't go any faster. You
Oh
can't do it.
no,
You can't do it in 6 hours. You really can't.
dude, you know how small the town is, man. The little gym that we go to in town over by like Costado and all that. Well,
Yep.
dude, all the CHP, all the sheriffs, everybody goes there, bro. And I was there all the time. And so I knew everybody there and they knew me. And here I was coming up from the Bay, rushing back from doing business. I was just like, yeah, I need to get the fuck home, bro. I've been up for too long. Like, dude, like driving, doing business. And yeah, dude, like going on like 3, 4 hours of sleep. I was like, fuck, I just want to get home and crash. And I was doing probably like 98 miles an hour down Crescent Hill. And yeah, bro, I came around that corner and he fucking caught me. There was just no excuse in the world I could make, bro. He was just like, yeah, I know you live here, bro. Like, I know you're fucked up 9 ways to Sunday. There's no way to explain. I was just like, yeah, you're right. I just really want to go home right now, bro. But like, can you not fuck me too hard? And it was still like a 378 or like 300 some odd dollar fucking ticket. But I was like, I felt pretty blessed that he didn't impound my fucking car considering how fast I was going over the speed limit. Yeah, dude. Like Cali, bro, that's like an automatic impound, bro. Like, dude, that officer has every dead right. Take your license, take your fucking car, the whole nine cabal. Yeah, you're fucked.
No, they got you. It's not the time to be a smartass.
Fuck no.
That's not the time to be the
No,
ass.
I've never been in front of a cop ever in my life and been a smart ass, dude. I might call them out on their bullshit, but if you're calling me out on legitimate shit, bro, I respect that.
No, some of these, there's a lot of these
Stay my lane. Yeah.
there's a lot of videos where people are standing their ground to police, like auditors, I think they're called, and some of these guys have huevos on those that are huge because, if in some cases they do go too far, but some
Yeah,
people,
dude. No,
you know,
when you
they
go
just,
too far though, that's what I'm saying is like now at that point, you're showing aggression, you're showing discontent, you're showing unlawfulness. There's a whole another level of exceedance and where like the ROIs and everything like fucking jump up, bro. And like now you're hitting a bracket that like I'm not trying to be up there, bro. Like no. Like if I stand my ground to you and I'm being aggressive in that scenario, I know beyond all reason of a doubt 100 fucking and 10,000% I am innocent beyond all reason of doubt. And I have contracted, evidential, concrete evidence to fucking prove myself. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and fall in line.
no,
But you
they
don't say nothing. Like you
no,
just shut the fuck up and fall in line.
No, they videotape everything. So
Yeah,
it's strange. You know, you see both sides. Some people are real assholes to cops, and sometimes cops are just kind of, you know, they're breaking the law. You know, they break the law.
yeah.
And if you know your
If
rights, it's like if you don't, they will
yeah,
take your rights. They're not there to protect your rights.
yeah,
That's
no. They're
for
there
the
to do a job. They're there to
yeah
meet a quota. They're there to, you know what I
yeah
mean?
and
And
we
if
need
they
them. I'm
assume
not saying we don't
something and
need
they
them.
presume something, perceptions reality. I'm sorry, it's a sad face of the truth of the world, and whatever he assumes to presume is it. Like, I'm not going to talk about anybody's brainwashed mentalities, but like, you got to understand, man. You got to put yourself in everybody's sides of the shoes in life, man. There's no blanket statement that fixes anything. It's situation dictates, and you need to handle yourself accordingly and be very cognitive and judgmental these days, especially with everything available. Like, the smartest thing to do is just to maintain yourself at all positions possible and just make sure that you never act out within anything that you can't fucking explain or be willing to back up. Don't talk more than you can walk. If you, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, we learn these lessons. Some learn those quicker than others. I'll
Well, I would
tell you.
hope y'all learn it quicker, man. Like,
I'll tell you
be
what
better
though.
that way. But I'll tell you, tough times don't build character. They tend to show it. So, if you don't learn by then, you need to understand, like, yo, pick it up now, bro. Pick it up now.
I know this. Well, it's I don't know. My opinion knows this that it's a different generation. It's a different generation now, and I don't think it's for the better. But it's just yeah,
Oh, this
yeah, it is.
generation.
Yeah, Billy. If you got any questions, we will talk about growing.
Absolutely. What do you want to know?
Yeah, what do you want to know about growing, Billy Buds?
If I can answer it, I'll happily answer it. But if I
John,
can't,
yeah,
I will
John
humbly
is
give you a great guy who can answer your questions.
John is actually or forbidden foliage, I should say. I don't want to dox you. You've set up grows in many states and countries, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so yeah. That actually, if you wanted, you got any good stories about setting up some of your commercial grows for people, or you got
Uh,
any?
farmers are
Okay,
the
let me.
best ones to set them up for. If they're an actual farmer, they're usually the best because, like, it's the least resistant. You know what I mean? You don't gotta like beat a dead horse because they already get the process. They're not stupid, bro. You know what I mean? You just come in and like line shit up. You know what I mean? Break it down and
Okay,
explain to them the differences, and like they're on board. You know what I mean? But
I got a question or two for you
okay.
coming up in the comments. What is your medium new? What is this media and what is the media nutrient pot size? Media. What is your media nutrients pot size? What kind of light you using? How do you deal with fungus gnats? What's going
Oh,
on?
bro, I'm outdoor grower first off. So
So you're just starting those starts in the tent?
so like depending on where you're cultivating at, like preferably, I'm not trying to be in a pot. Like what's wrong with Mother Earth? You know what I mean? Like everything else in the world and life grows from her. Like why should cannabis be any different? Unless you're on a mountainside or a hillside where like shale rocks and the embedments should be like prohibiting due to like the heat causing too much exacerbation to your root zones, allowing them not to reach their max potentials, then I would say like just throw that shit in natural earth. You know what I mean? Make some super soil. You need to learn to till your land, make it work for you. Just the same way we make the fertile belt, just the same way we grow our agricultural lands, just the same way we do anything. Now, is the process in which you're going to build up that soil might be different? Yeah, for every variable cultivar that you run, whether it be a vegetable or a fruit or a cannabis, you're going to, adjust that, accordingly. But like, yeah, I prefer to do in natural earth. I'm not a big guy of trying to go like all like synthetic on everything like that. I tried that in my younger days and stuff like that when you want to be a chemist. But if you want to be the asshole playing with 80 bottles of like fucking nutrients, like cool. like I commend you, and my hat's off, I'm saluting to you, but like that's a lot of fucking work, dude. And the older I get, the more I go like, yeah, I just want good weed, bro. I just want good weed.
No, I keep it real simple. I have my plot in the backyard, and I have a where I put my chicken poop and hay from their coop. It kind of composts all year, and I have
Yeah.
one area, and I just dig a hole, and I go grab some of that, put it in the hole, maybe put a little ocean bounty, and I get 12, 13-foot plants that are nice and healthy. So, yeah, real.
Yeah.
And I hardly water them up here. It blows
Yeah.
people away, but I don't. Sometimes I don't water for a week or two because the ground.
No, you don't need to, because dude, like, yeah, we hold the retention on our soil up there where we're at, like fucking a baller, bro, because it's temperate rainforest, man. Like that humidity level, that moisture barrier line that fucking comes in each night, each morning, bro. Like, yeah.
No, and actually, what I want to try to help this because in this area, as you know, the humidity.
The only thing I ever had a
early
problem with there was like three things. Three things I had a problem with in NorCal.
PM.
Well, yeah, PM is like fucking everybody's problem. I figured I was gonna name that last, but like, yo, grasshoppers and caterpillars were fucking dicks up there, bro. Like that was real talk. Like
Up
some of
up
my
here,
biggest baits. Yeah, fuck
I've
yeah.
never
bro.
had that. I've never had that. I know that's huge in like Chico.
Them all the way to fucking like Shasta, dude. Like grasshoppers mad in Shasta, but caterpillars mad in Delmar County and Humboldt. Like it was just like fucking every year, dude.
I never had
I was
that.
out there chopping off tops, just going like, well, there went that fucking cola top. Fucking goodbye.
Mine is botrytis mostly and a little PM. But have you heard of fast seeds, fast flowers?
No.
I heard what it is. It's not auto flowers, but they finish early. So they finish like, early by a month or so. I would
I don't
love
know.
to try that.
I find auto flowers and that kind of shit to be abominations.
Well, these aren't, like I said, this isn't an auto flower. It's just like the genetics are so, so it just finishes fast.
Yeah, because when I think auto flower, I think like cartels, mafias, bunk ass bammer weed.
I last year I got a bunch because I know the guy from Humboldt Seeds. His name is
No, Humboldt Seed Company is fucking legit, dude. I fuck with them.
no, they're
like,
legit.
Their shit's legit, yeah.
And they're big in those. So last year we tried a bunch.
Yeah, but no, their shit is like, dude, I popped their shit like here.
Yeah.
I popped their shit down in Mexico, bro. Like, yo, their shit's worth it. Like,
no,
that shit grows strong, bro. Like, they're bigger ass, good ass genes.
He's legitimate, that's for sure.
Yeah. I fuck HSO. Like, I'm gonna be honest, HSO. They had some good shit. They did. But there was some shit that it was just like, yo, on the coastline, just didn't fly.
What's HSO stand for?
Humboldt Seed Organization. They were out on the coast here, like back in the day, way the fuck back in the day. But I think it was like 03 or some shit like that. They went out to like Spain or some shit, maybe 06. I'm not sure. And they were operating out there for like mad years. And then when they came back in 2016, 17, somewhere around there, whatever the fuck, they were out in, I want to say Ashland, Oregon. Is where they're at right now.
Okay.
And yeah, no, they got some fire shit. Like I got some good shit off them. Like I ain't gonna lie there, dude. But like as far as the coastal run of this shit, because that's why I look at a motherfucker like, yo, dude, like if I can run you in Shasta, cool. Like I can run a lot of shit in Shasta, dude. Like that's cool. But if I take you out to like Del Norte or Humboldt on the coast, bro, no, that's the real testament. Like, can you hang? You know what I'm saying? And some of their shit was really, really good, but some of their shit was just like kind of like some of the phenos were just too apt to like botrytis, bro. Like, yeah, like powder filled you out the fucking ass.
I know you brought up Shasta. You talk about Shasta County?
Yeah.
Have you few years back, my cousin, I don't know how he stumbled upon this, but there's a Lake Shastina up there.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Go and Google Earth and zoom in and go a little northwest of Lake Shastina. The density of farms is greater than anywhere in the world.
No, okay.
It's
That's why I checked
insane.
out people. No, like they've become what we used to be. So like if you go out to like where my property was at, it's I'm in the fucking Trinity Preserves down like Cottonwood Creek Road and all that kind of shit, Fiddler's Road, all that area. Like that, like there was neighbors out there where I was growing. Like they had like semi trucks going for like dog as far as the eye could see, with trucks coming in to just drop in on like flower beds and pot beds and shit coming from accidents, dude. Like, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, just insane. Like,
No,
that's what I'm saying. Is like, if you want to know where like the big heavy hitters in Cali go, bro, like, yo, dude, Shasta, fucking East Side Trinity, like the once you're in behind the coastal mountainsides in there and you're fucking down in there in between like those Siskiyou and coastal mountains and the fucking Cascadians and the fucking the what do you call it, the Shasta Mountains. Yeah, man, like it's amazing growth, bro. Like on the coastline, yeah, like it's cool. We'd be hitting like some killer little 5-6 pound planters, bro. Like righteous, dude. Like cool. That's like that's if you want to like not have problems. That's what we're growing. You know what I mean? To like keep consistency and like maintain like, yo, you ain't getting too much PM issue or none of that kind of shit. Like that's maintainable. But like you go out to like Shasta and the eastern coastal lines, like, bro, no, fuck off, dude. Like now we're hitting like 7-10 pound plants, and that's the expected minimum, bro. If you didn't hit that, then like what the fuck were you doing, kid? Yeah, dude, I saw dudes out there with like shit that was like 2 stories tall, bro. And I'm like, what are you growing over here, guys? Like, yeah, dude, like I saw dudes pulling like 22 pounds off a plant, bro. I was like, fuck, y'all just
22
like,
pounds. That's
yeah. Yeah, no, these were like old school hippie motherfuckers, like down from like fucking Sacramento area, dude. It's this, cause like on my reds, it was some cool ass dudes. I had like some non-vets, some fucking World War II vets, some Korean guys and shit. They're all hella old. But there was this dude, he like just an old hippie teacher guy, like from Sacramento, man. And he doesn't smoke weed. He doesn't like weed. He grows it because his friend from high school came down with cancer. And he started growing marijuana for his friend for cancer. And he's grown up there every year ever since then, just for his buddy for cancer. Dead ass. Like, he's just a good friend. And that's cool, because, like, dude always would come down to my property. He'd be giving me, like, watermelons and kumquats. Like, just, like, hell, imagine, like, deliciousness, bro. And I would exchange, give him some bud, and he would give it off to his friend. Dude never smoked, bro. I had offered him mad like fucking times to smoke out. That guy just didn't smoke. So like I knew he was just being honest about his shit. But like that motherfucker, I watched him pull a 22-pound plant that was just like 2 stories tall. Fucking like bitch was like 10 feet wide, 13 feet wide, man. Like fucking it was just like one of the biggest plants I'd ever seen in my life. It's just mad crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a new person in here from Del Norte County, it looks like. Oh, you got any tips to control mold in the greenhouse up here? How close are you to the coast?
And to control mold in a greenhouse, bro, the best bet that I ever found operating in a greenhouse, dude, when it comes up in Delaware County and Humboldt County and those coastal inland counties, like when you're dealing with that moisture barrier, is that airflow is everything, bro. Like a body in motion will stay in motion. It's pure physics. So like if you keep everything moving in motion, you're not going to get a dew point. So if there's no dew point, your PM it's a lot easier for the plant to maintain resilience and fucking fight that off. From what I've experienced, and like that's how I fucking combated it, bro. It was just like keep the airflow coming in and out conducively good, like nice good flow. But also I set up rotatory fans inside of the fucking area, like flowing the canopy and shit, moving shit below, and the micro canopies that build. You know what I mean? So like you got to keep all that airflow turning over. You know what I mean? Because everybody always puts their like fans up in the top. You know what I mean? So you put some fans down below where it pushes underneath in that micro canopy. It helps overturn everything. So that way it kind of keeps in. And it really did help with PM. I'm not going to say it's going to stop it from every plant. Fuck no. That's what I was saying is like structure of certain cultivars you got to look at. And like sometimes like, yeah, That might just be the problem.
No, and I'm a big in airflow underneath the leaves is very important. It,
Yeah.
it makes the plants drink faster. You know, that's
Oh
what
yeah,
drives.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
And you
drives.
got to
That's
keep
what
it
drives.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that constant healthy dryback is what you really want to also pay attention to too. Is that too, like when the plant's not staying oversaturated and shit for too long, bro, that's when PM's gonna be an issue, man. Like, but if that plant is constantly eating and staying in a good state, I don't care how humid it gets, as long as the airflow is moving and shit, that stay good.
You need it. LA, actually there's a commercial greenhouses here in town that are about 2 miles from the coast, and I think they're much bigger than ones you're talking about. So I don't think you're talking about the commercial grow where there's like six
Yeah.
really. I think they're 100 feet long. I don't necessarily want to say
But
where
that's
they're at
not
the
too.
moment.
No, that's not too long, bro. Like I've seen like acre foot long fucking
Oh yeah.
greenhouses,
Oh, I
bro.
have.
That I'm just
Oh
like, god
yeah.
damn.
I've seen some insane farms in my time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, if you're real interested, I could reach out to them and ask them. But yeah, it's definitely they definitely have big 4-foot fans up in the on the sides that are
Oh
pushing
yeah.
air in and out of those things. Yes, that's really
And
important.
the ones that not only just move side to side oscillating, but they go up and down and stuff like that, those are the best ones to pick up into, man. Like the more function of movement you get with moving the air around,
Yeah, but
the better
underneath
off
is
you're
great
gonna be.
support. Instead of just
Yeah.
the vents, yeah, you should have some air
Because you want to
circulating.
get those micro canopies, man. Because you got to think when your canopy fills out and all that stuff, there's whole other like things that happen just like in a forest, man. When you think about when a forest canopy's out, you're gonna have total different micro canopies. You know what I mean? Like there's whole new climates that happen within there, and the same thing happens with your cannabis. They can attract pests that you're unaware of. You know what I mean? Like your general thermometers and all that shit might read something, but like if you're not paying attention to those zones too, though, those can kind of breeding habits. You know what I mean? Like your soil or your cocoa or anything of your medium staying moist for too long, to too much moisture hanging beneath the plants. You know what I mean? To like all sorts of things.
Yeah, so LA, I don't know if you know me or you're using green bicycles, but if you're from this area, you could if you're not using green bicycles, you can stop by the lab and I will hook you up with some because it's not too far if you're in my county.
Yeah.
We live in a little county.
And green bicycles is the bee's knees, man. Like I'm
It,
telling you,
it works.
out of a lot of shit that I've used, if we want to talk about nutrient companies, their shit's all organic. It all comes from something. You're not gonna burn your shit out. You're not gonna ruin your plants.
No, you
And
never
over
do.
time, you just get better.
I got
And
a
like you can add other things into it too, and it's gonna be conducive. You're not gonna fuck it. You know what I mean? Like as long as you know what you're dealing with, don't like just throw anything in your fucking soil. All right, use a little bit of common sense here.
I'm going to ask a question of you, young man.
Yeah.
Did you hear the beginning of my show?
No. I missed out on the beginning.
What?
Actually, that's
What?
no.
Well, anyways,
My messages came in late. Yeah, my bad.
No, you're not bad. I'm gonna ask you, because me and my partner have been talking a while. He's a legitimate AF, and we're talking about it's called Farmer's Bounty. So we want to make something similar, another dry amendment product, but we want to keep everything domestic, and so it's going to be lower cost, and we're not shipping from the archipelagos, bat guano or neem meal from India. So
Yeah.
we're probably it's going to be basically and it's going to be organic certified. It's going to be we're going to get that done, and it's going to be organic chicken guano based, but we can get it in different pellet sizes, so we can have like slow and some fast release. But fishbone meal is going to be kelp is going to be in there, humic acid is going to be in there. What other you got any?
Well,
other,
okay, so when you're using bone meals and stuff like that,
yeah.
So like when it comes to certain organic things, like I get a lot of people and I understand them, and I'm fully hip and I'm with it. But at the same sense, though, you have to understand, like if you're an indoor grower, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm giving you organic fish bone, are you actually going to get the benefit of that? And how, like, because most of these dudes, that's where like the real fuck up happens, is like a lot of these guys keep like throwing their soil away and getting new soil.
That's
You know what I
ridiculous.
mean? I know it's ridiculous. It's fucking preposterous. And I'm utterly like astounded. Like, why would you do that? Do you see any other farmer in the world doing that? Like, do
And
you see us, do you see us like throwing away the Salinas Valley and bringing in a new one every year? Like, no. Like, come on. Um,
no, and some of it has to do with in this see, well, I know
but like,
a little bit.
but you look at it, the fish bone takes 5 months in the soil organically before it is like remotely uptakeable.
Yes, and it lasts for years.
Fuck yeah, it does. Hell yeah. But I'm
So
just
what?
saying though, like it takes a while. And so like that's where these guys need to learn to stop throwing their shit away and stop,
Yes.
you know what I mean? They need to learn to stop utilizing all these things that are blocking out and fucking building it too high and learning to neutralize and use more like fucking pure derivatives and not all these fucking quicknesses. Like
No,
speed is cool in certain things, but like
no.
yeah.
Phosphorus in nature, if you want it organically, the best place is bone meal. That's by far the best.
Well, yeah.
Synthetically, the different phosphorus salts that are out
But
there
but we
are.
also found a way though too, like you can put the bone meal in the fish bone, so you keep that pure derivative, but we've also liquidated it too, which I don't really see anybody else on the market liquidating fish bone.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more fast acting. But what happened? Here's what happens: is when people use fishbone meal, there's good and bad news to it. The good news is
Oh yeah.
you can't really have too much. If you're using salts, you absolutely can. But when they get these soil tests, which a lot of people do now, if they use an organic bone meal product in their soil, when they go get it soil tested after the year's over, it's going to come up rich in phosphorus because they're using these really strong acids to break it
I was
down.
about to say, dude, no, I've done
But
that
that's
on my
okay.
shit and
Okay.
like bro, I've come back and burnt plants out with like not on the bone meal, like when you have the fish bone meal organically dried out, yeah, okay, cool. That's just fine. But when it came to that liquid shit that my family put out, that's where they need to calibrate that shit back. Like that and that kelp, like even the kelp, I'm like, bro, like that's even still too strong, bro. Like you don't need that much. Like you really don't. Sometimes less is more. Like it really does. Like
Most times less is more.
yeah, and that fish bone, dude. Like yeah, they got that way the fuck up, and I'm like, dude, no, tone it down, especially if you're dealing with cannabis, bro. Because I dropped it on plants and I burnt my shit out. Like
Hey, you know what? Before you popped on,
it was all bad.
well,
The shit went hot quick.
so good to see Aussie. We got some. I don't know if you ever see Aussie's on one. I love when Aussie pops up here. But I've been on over
Yeah.
an hour. Now, before you came on, I promised a random seed giveaway.
Okay.
So I'm going to do
Cool.
that real quick. So
Hell yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in and staying in there. I'm going to keep my word. I'm going to write down a number between. So if you're not listening, you're not listening. Between 4 and 500, a number between 4 and 500. The person who gets the closest to the number between 4 and 500 will win some random seeds.
375.
What? Okay, now you biased me. Now I gotta go. I can't be 375 now. God darn it! I've written it down. Okay, what did I say? Between 3 and 400.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got the number written down. Good. Thank you for staying for the show.
No, absolutely, man.
Did I
It's
say
been a while.
Did I say between 3 and 400? Oh, I said
Yeah.
between.
No, you said between 4 and 400.
I'm getting some 300s out there. I'm gonna go. Oh,
I was just throwing some shit. I don't want no seeds, man. Like I would
I'm
rather
so.
describe somebody else who needs it. You know what I mean? Let them get a cool ass little garden going on. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's between.
Yeah, no, I got plenty of seeds, bro.
It's
No,
between
trust
3
me.
and 400. Random. Between 3 and 400.
Yeah, let it go to
My bad.
somebody who needs it.
I'm bad. Yeah. I can. Hopefully, I can scrape up a few randoms. I might not even. Should I not even label them? Just give them to them.
If you need seeds, dude,
I
I'd
don't
be
mind
willing.
that.
I bought the entire lineup of TGA shit from North Star. So all Subcool's gear. It was like his little breeder giveaway or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me and a buddy went on like 50-50 with that. And so yeah, basically I have like everything he put out. So
Wow.
I mean, if you want something to give away, like
Wow. That's pretty
I,
generous.
I could drop in something on that, dude. I'd be willing to give it a little random giveaway
You know what? Actually,
of
there's a
some
lot of
TGA genetics.
there's actually a lot of fans of Subcool who come into the show. So maybe you know what? If you're willing to do
Yo,
something like that,
no,
I
dude.
would
Hey,
advertise.
did they know your history with him? Did they know your history with him?
I think most people do. I think most people do. I don't like to.
I laugh at that, and I go like, no, that's right, because like I know a lot of dudes in the industry, bro, and I got to meet them, and I feel blessed. I'm lucky. Like, thank you for being a Cali kid and just like being a nice dude who got to go to cool places. But like, some cool is never really like the coolest dude on my cool guy list. No, I mean when it came to his work, yes, I had a lot of respect for that. But when it came to just being a person, I don't know. I was like weird, bro. Like he just kind of rubbed me raw, you know. And
Well,
I really ever.
he was a character for sure, and I
Yeah, he just always kind of rubbed me raw. I don't know what it was about him, but like I loved what he did, but just like him as a person, I don't know. But like this is why I try to clarify with people. Like, yeah, I like Seb Cole as like at least I can respect him. But when it comes to other people in this industry, like D'Angelo, yo, fuck him, dude. He's a fuckboy.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know that as.
no, you know who he is, dude. Patrick. He's guy for Dark Heart Nurseries. Dark Heart Nurseries. What do you call it?
I still don't know him.
Harborside, owner of Harborside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, he's the one who like lobbied with TGA, ABC Pharmaceuticals, and a few others to like create the regulation standards for recreational cannabis in California because he lobbied in his own favor, like obviously.
Okay, I got to do this giveaway here in 10 seconds.
Get it?
I'm seeing a lot of people doing a lot of numbers. It's the last number you picked. So you got 10 seconds. 10, 9. We're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this up.
The winning number is 372.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Boom.
What is it?
311.
Oh fuck. 311.
Someone picked 311, but they picked a whole bunch of fucking numbers. But if that was his last one, I guess purple. I think it's Purple Thumb. He picked 311. He picked 313.
Wait. No, how many 311s do you have?
I don't know. I just see one.
First, because yeah, you got to see if you got more than one, and then
Like,
who submitted it. Well, no, not even who submitted it first. In honesty, dude, I feel like if they all pick the right number,
I would do them both.
maybe we should all give them all like a little something.
I would do that. That's for sure.
Okay, like split up the lottery, you know what I mean? Like make it a joint.
I tell you what, that one kind of sucked. I'm going to give that one to Purple Thumb. Purple Thumb, you get in touch with me at greenbicycles@yahoo.com. And I'm going to do another one because I got more seeds. Purple Thumb got 311. Let's do another one between 1 and 100. One more little giveaway, really quick. Between 1 and 100. Pick one number.
No, Patrick, stop.
What's that?
Where are they at?
Are you telling me to shut the fuck up?
No. I'm not telling you to shut the fuck up. I said, hold on a minute. This is what I asked.
Between 1
I
and
would
100.
never tell you to shut the fuck up, bro.
Oh, you can.
I have some Corolla seeds right now, crossed with Hanan Thai. And if you really want to do a grand winner, I will give away half these seeds right now.
And what are those there?
These are Highland Thai crossed with Corolla Valley.
Okay.
And these are untouched, unmolested by any Dutch or American hands. These are as raw as you're going to fucking get. As far as like somebody bringing them over here.
See, That would be something I'd like to get in like a good breeder's hands. Maybe Nat from Humboldt Seeds or something. You know what I'm saying? Someone who would like to maybe.
Yeah, no, these are like something that like even I feel unworthy of, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's why I ain't popped him yet, dog. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm a humble dude though, who's like, yo, if you, yeah,
Are you
if one of you kids really want to feel special, like I'm willing to share it, dude. Like I don't want any money from it or nothing like that. Like I just think that it's something that should just be shared in the world. You know what I mean? And if a little raffle goes to hand off something to somebody to let them feel special for the day, you know what I mean? Like right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, the American one, good to see you. You made it just in time. If you go real quick, pick a number between 1 and 100. I have it written down in front of me. I'm going to give some randoms. Now, actually, did you want to give some of those away or what? Were we talking those?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's give them what, four? Four of them?
Yeah.
4 seeds.
Gotcha.
That work?
Yeah.
4 of those. Okay, that's a great thing. Awesome. We'll have to figure out. We'll get them.
Ain't nothing to me, bro. These are just purely for like the community, man. Like let some lucky soul have something cool and unique in his life. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that these things should be monetized as much as what people do. And yeah, I was brought up to understand this is a community, right?
No, this is actually I got some very.
Community, right?
I got some very, like I said, Clackamas Coot, you brought that guy. I don't think he's a regular watcher, but I think he's been on my show once or twice, and he said he enjoyed it. We communicated a lot afterwards. Great guy.
No, dude, that guy, he rubs a lot of people raw, and I fucking love it because he rubs them raw because he doesn't let them let their bullshit slide, and I like it because he's honest, bro. He's just like straightforward. That guy cracks me up. No, but he's also the most respectful guy ever, bro. Like I've never seen him call nobody a bad name or anything like that. He doesn't become a sourpuss, bro. Like he just hits you with knowledge. It's funny.
Looks like Okie Grower picked up this one. He hit the nail on the head. Good job, Okie Grower. Okay, get in touch. You guys know how to get in touch with me, I hope. Purple Mom.
What's that? Oh, Okie Grower got it?
Yeah, Okie Grower nailed it. He's a good guy. He's an old school. He's an older. He's
hell yeah.
He's my vintage, I'm afraid. Poor guy.
Well, since somebody spoke highly of you, bro, I got a lot of respect for that individual, and you're gonna get a little extra special treat. I feel with that, man. Man. Just make sure that you get up with him with the address and everywhere to send it, so that way I can get it out to you, dude.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Good.
And it'll be out tomorrow. I'll give you like a whole like address thing of like recipient or whatever the hell the post office gives me, so you can track it.
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's very generous of you, and I'm glad. Come back on again and be one of our regulars. I love. Actually,
no worries, man. Dude, I got a lot of genetics, man. That I think that if you want to do some giveaways, man, like I think that it'd be a good thing to kind of put some of this stuff out there because like I got more genetics than I can pop in a lifetime, to be honest with you.
I'd love to have that.
Yeah. Like if you got some serious people out there who really want to take in and endeavor and experience some unique things, or just some home growers who are just out there to just have a once in a lifetime experience, dude, I have stuff that that'll change your world, my guy. It'll change your world. You want to talk about stuff from Bodie to, like Mad Seed Farmers with their strawberry cheesecake. It looks quite nice. I'm just saying, delectable. All the way up to like, Dr. Grinspoon to fucking Dominion Seed Co. to TGA Genetics to Aficionado to I got a lot of stuff from a lot of different people and a lot of companies. Yeah, CSO to CSI to fucking man.
You're gonna have to.
It's stupid.
You're gonna have to come back on and see some of the cool content that my viewers come on, just like you. And I'm thankful that you came on tonight. You gave us something to talk about and brought some good information. But I have to.
I got a question for you though.
Go ahead.
Have you heard about new breeders coming back into America? Any of them? Yeah,
No.
like any of the new breeders coming back to the stateside, like trying to set up shop.
No,
Like, what's the word on the D's and the needs?
I don't know.
Because I've heard some stuff, but I'm like, I don't really know how much to trust it.
Yeah,
And I don't want to speak on it because I'm like, yo, it's just hearsay, bro. Until it happens, it never happens, you know?
We'll get some dirt on that, and maybe that'll be a good hot topic next week. We can talk about some dirt.
Yeah, no, because that's what I'm looking for. Because I'm like, man, I'm just like, I hope it happens. Because I'm like, it's better prices for me, dude. If I don't got to pay import pricing and you know, yeah, it's just expensive.
All right.
Well,
I've overdone my
buy from out of country. Go for it.
Good. My bladder's telling me that it's time to
Go
say
for it.
I'm going to sign off. Everybody get a good night's sleep.
Enjoy. You have a good one, man.
John, thank you so much for coming up. That was awesome. That was really awesome. I didn't mean to scoot you off like that, but it's late, as Queen said. Good night. Peace. Good night sleep. I thought it was a good show. I did, brothers. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, all you crazy kids out there. But good night. Good night.